Pussy Power here again. So today I would like to discuss one really serious topic, and it's insecurities. Our insecurities can pretty much trap us in this imaginary vacuum, and we hold ourselves back and we don't perform best of ourselves because we are too scared of judgment and being misunderstood and so on. So I'm here to tell you to put that shit away, overcome your fears, and let's face it, be real, be fucking real you. Find your pussy power and face it. If you don't like to exercise your powers, like your human ability to be best version of yourself, then switch off this video. This is not for you. This is for women warriors. And if you're not one, this is not for you, definitely. If you are and you want to improve yourself, you want to achieve something in your life, then better listen and read between the lines, take from it as much as you can in order to understand yourself and what is happening to your life, or maybe you want to observe and apply it for your best well-being. So here's a story. In the gym where I go, there is a guy, and he found me attractive. Funny enough, I found out he has a girlfriend. Well, it's like just cool, we have a chemistry, I don't want anything. Obviously it puts me off because sister from another mister, I'm not betraying you unless it's like, okay, my pussy is too horny, I cannot control it. I'm joking. I'm not feeling very well about that fact of cheating, but I will dedicate a video to other thing. Yes, so I found out that he has a girlfriend and so on, and why he's asking, so he mentioned that his girlfriend has lots of insecurities, so sometimes he has to release his steam. And I'm like, holy shit, why would you have a serious relationship based on that something is not working and you're looking for it outside? She has insecurities, and he's telling me how he's trying to boost her and bring the women up and take care of women because that's what real man does. Well, not in this way. You are just keeping her in a fucking bubble and blinding her with all that bullshit that this is how it is. The point is, this man I think it's coming from the idea when he was just a little boy, and his mom, the story is that his mom was a junkie and she wasn't able to take care of herself and kids and so on. She was depending on a man, probably her daddy's issues and so on. So some girls, some of us, and me, my story is a bit different, have this need to not to disappoint daddy, and I don't want to let him know what is really happening in my life. I'm pretending I'm this little cute girl in front of him all my life, but you grow up and you are just scared of like, oh, he might not gonna see you the same way. Well, that's the fucking point. He should not see you the same way. And if you're asking for it, same thing when you are 5 years old, when you are 15 years old and 25 years old and 35 years old, and your daddy is still there to give you approval. And obviously it's not real, it's just you are hiding the development of yourself from of your beloved. You should not be ashamed of it, even if it's your dad or whoever. So come back to the story. This man had a problem with his mom, and this channel is dedicated to most pussy power, I mean to feminine power, because it's all connected. If we empower ourselves, we are able to empower men. And I'm coming back to referring to the story. So he, as a little boy, observed his mom in this disappointing relationship what she had, and she was always addicted to some drugs or something, and probably alcohol, whatever. And he wasn't able to save her. He loved her, and he didn't know how to help her, so he felt guilt. So this guilt is replaced later on in his approaching to women. So he tries to be a hero, the savior, replacing feelings what he had towards his mom, towards the love of his life. But there is an issue. It's not overcome. He's just still dealing with the same fact what he is supposed to let go and bring the better, best, the strongest version of himself. He's not there yet. He's too weak for that because he's not even able to see, to realize that shit. How I know it? Because I myself, I have to overcome issue of my dad. So my parents are been very strong personalities, and it clashed, they divorced, whatever. My mom is very dominant, it's the biggest inspiration for me, and it's also sometimes pretty hard. My dad is an example of man I never wanted to be with. Love them both, but in kind of the way that I took and combined all those things in order to being able to overcome it. But once upon a time, I met a man who was really similar, have those characteristics as my dad, and I'm like, holy shit. I ain't no one dead. I know how does it feel, and now I understand. I exactly understand. I have to replace all that, and I see that. And now when I know, I have to move on. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy for any of us, because once I realized what I'm doing there, I never even wanted that relationship. I was forced in it, just like my dad has a forcing issues as well, and it's like never working, you know. If it doesn't come naturally, you cannot force that shit. Anyway, I repeat, I love both of my parents, but this issue towards how we're approaching opposite sex is to really have a roots in our families, and we're passing, you know, generation to generation. So it's really important to talk about it and realize how we should face it, and in order to be real and strong and find the fucking pussy power, the creative power to help you reborn yourself, just like guys say, oh, find the power in your balls, yeah? Find your power in your pussy. It helps you to create the best version of you. You have a daddy's issue? Look, you can go beyond that. This is just the, you know, society set up. You can go beyond that. You have to face it in a certain point of your life. And once you recognize that, then you can move on. But you have to analyze, then to build yourself, and you find out what are you really want and what you really don't. What are your real values, core values, not the set up from your family background or cultural things or wherever you've been growing up. And so I was thinking about this man who actually was exposing me how and where he would put his dick and so on. It was really impressive, and yeah. I don't understand why guys do that, but all the fucking time they think that they can impress with the dick. I heard all those stories and just hook up on my dick and no, it's amazing, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, like you have to lick me first, you know. If you start talking about it, maybe, but women don't like this approach. Anyway, I will talk about it one time later because this is all bullshit. How guys are approaching and they're expecting something what is not gonna happen because they just read it. Anyway, this guy is apparently missing something in his relationship because he has this savior complex, as I mentioned. He tries to save his mom that is portrayed in his woman, in his girlfriend. And I saw the girl the other day. There been both of them. I recognize the look of both of them. He give me this look, and I understand it's a girlfriend, and I'm not saying anything. I don't give a shit. Nothing happened anyway. She's really beautiful, and when he mentioned that she has insecurities, I think it must come from her also daddy issues and how she was growing up about our portraying our body. Be aware, it's a gym. It's a very superficial kind of environment when people look at their bodies and so on and comparing each other. So when I perform my best, and I'm not the best athlete, but I'm quite good and comparable to people just mate, and I have my goals. So I see some women are just comparing themselves to me, and they either are betas and just put their tails between and go away, or they just try to be my friends, or they try to bring the fight out. And I'm like, I appreciate your strengths and beauties, just be sisterhood. I believe in that. I don't need fucking I don't even believe in concept of competition with someone. Believe I can compete just with myself. You are not threat for me. However beautiful or strong or smart you are, it's just like not a threat, because I have my own thing. And you, girl, you have to realize you have your own, and you cannot cling on a man who will just take care of you, or maybe just like your daddy, and keeping you in this fucking bubble. You have to toughen up, bitch, and grow up. Find your pussy power, as I said, because without it, you're never gonna be best version of you, the better person. You're asking something from men. There's too much pressure on them. They have to do and provide us all that shit, and you're always asking for evaluation from them in order to boost your ego system. And I call it ego system because this is how you learn to work with things. Oh, he's there doing this, and oh, I'm a sweet girl and doing. There is much more in you. You're not just sweet girl. If you're one of those girls who are keeping watching it after first 2 minutes, then you probably have warrior inside you, because there is curiosity, and curiosity leads to growth. And how you grow? You have to challenge yourself. the be real you. This guy is obviously looking for something outside what he doesn't have in the relationship, because he's holding just this one thing. However sweet the girl is and caring and nice and whatever they have beautiful together, but it's not it, because otherwise he wouldn't crave, let's say, me, the strong independent woman, or not me, just idea what I represent in his eyes, you know, because I would challenge him on many different levels, and this is like going beyond all those complex ideologies what we have from childhood. So just be aware of it, and I believe if you are one of those girls and your guy is there and you're just keeping yourself in a bubble, but you know you have to go through your own journey, just wake up. Find something you are good in. And how you do it? Just try so many things. You're never good in something from very beginning. As a baby, no one is good. Some people are great athletes or great artists because they dedicate time in it and energy. So just start doing anything. You can do multiple things. Go for a life journey. Travel, hijacks, know the world, meet new people. Go do something what you normally wouldn't do. Just go out of your comfort zone. Whatever it is that you've been always scared of and wanted to, there is something calling you there, just do it. Because that can change whole your life concept and maybe increase not just your happiness, like momentary thing, but you will find your life purpose. Even it's like being the best mom on the world, but in order to be best mom, you have to understand how kids works and go there. If you want to be best artist as well, you have to go and try to do many different crafts. If you want to be best athlete, same thing. You have to start exercising or just dancer. Not best in win a prize, but best for yourself, the best me. As the best dancer of myself, my pussy power will perform whatever the other girl does. Fine, great, but my way is also beautiful and different, because you are bringing it in your own shapes and forms and with your own energy. So just don't be scared. I love you, sisters, and that's why I'm doing this shit, because I wish someone to be like that to me. And yeah, that's it for today. So any questions or desire to discuss about, wrote me in a comment.